Hey guys, Jarek and Komodo here. Going to be doing some more Halo. This time we're doing some Halo 4 on the Pit. I'm actually very happy they remade this map. I wasn't a big fan of it in Halo 3, to be honest. Everyone seemed to love it. I didn't care for it. I don't know what you felt about it.
It came up every now and then when I got thrown into... Did they have that in Big Team Battle?
I
No.
honestly do not know. I didn't play
think
Big
I
Team
only-
Battle so much.
They didn't have it in SWAT either, did they?
They might have. I'm pretty sure they did.
Well, I know I played on it a couple times and I didn't care about it either way.
Yeah, I'm not really a big fan of it because it really... I want to get up behind people. No pun intended. Like, I want to have some flanking routes. I don't want the way to play to be basically hallways of BR battles. Like, that's not really fun to me, even though that seems to be what everyone enjoys. So, I don't know. This is a map I never cared for. But I actually really like it in Halo 4. I don't know. Something about it in Halo 4 just sort of works to me. And, I don't know. Not much more to that. I just like the map. But... continuing on with where we were last video, talking about the fandom, this is a topic that actually comes up a lot in the furry subreddit, and this is the only place I've seen it come up, but I'm not sure why people seem to have this idea in the head that you need to, quote-unquote, come out as a furry. You don't need to come out as a furry because you're not doing anything that's really that strange. By acting like you're doing something horribly wrong and, like, coming out as the furry, now you're giving people the idea that it's bad to begin with, and then they start worrying about it, and then they assume it's not like you're coming out as you're gay. Like, it's not the same thing. So I don't quite understand the logic behind that. The conversations I usually have with people when it comes to that and they find out is usually they ask about it and I explain it very briefly and they're like, oh, okay, cool. And that's the end of the story. Like, my parents know about it. They watch my videos. I post videos at every single FurCon I go to, Rainforest and Furlandia, every single year. They see it, they know it, they think it's kind of strange, they don't care. Like, that's the extent of it.
You know, I get the feeling that my mom would disown me if she found out, but then again, she is...
I'm pretty sure she would disown you very quickly if she found out some other things, too.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like I haven't said it on your channel before. Yeah, I'm gay. I told my dad before he died, and, well, he was on his deathbed, so he was okay with it. My mom, not so much, because, yeah, she's one of those super Christian, by the Bible type people.
Anything that's not normal is wrong.
Pretty much.
That's another thing I was talking about. I forgot to mention last video. Talking about YIF in general, like, I hate the wow. I hate the thought that people do think that the fandom is all about it, but the thought that bothers me more is the fact that people really care so much as to what other people think. First off, it paints just alternative sex as wrong, which it's not, so I don't see why people care so much about it to begin with. Secondly, why do you care what people, like, why would you care what other people think about that? It's stuff about your own personal life, that's all that really matters.
Because people like to judge other people for things.
But I don't really worry about what other people think when it comes to judging. Like, if you want to judge me wrong, whatever, screw you anyway, I don't care. Like, I'm not going to worry about that. It's someone being judgmental, I probably don't want to know them anyway. So, I don't know, people have always been very, what's the word I'm looking for? Paranoid about that sort of thing. Like, they worry too much about everything else around them, what people are going to think.
That's me.
It's a very common thing. Like, more often than not, people worry about it. Now, I worry about it to an extent because I genuinely don't want to offend people. The way I act towards people that I know is very different than the way I act towards people I don't know. Because the people I know are going to understand I'm kind of a big smartass and can be a little bit of an ass at times. But they know my intentions behind that aren't to, like, aggravate them or piss them off. I'm just having fun. Strangers don't know that. Some of the things that, like, we tell each other in this house would not go so well if you just started telling people that on the bus.
You know, you said stranger, and for some reason in my mind I heard stranger danger.
Why does that just remind me? Every single time someone opens the door or comes home, Raptor just starts yelling stranger danger.
He yells a lot of unintelligible things when he comes home, or when he... everywhere, actually.
You just yell a lot of unintelligible... Okay, screw it. I ruined my own joke. What was I even talking about? I was going to mention something about this map. Right. So, this map, for the most part, is a complete remake of the Halo 3 things. If you've noticed, there's a slight difference, like a man cannon getting up towards... Man cannon? A man cannon getting up towards where I am now. So, there's an extra way to get up there, and someone can't just camp inside of the sword room like you've always been able to. And they added the sticky bomb launcher thing, the pistol thing. I loved using that thing. Like, I don't know if anyone else used it that much, but I abused the hell out of it. Like, I found it so easy to use, and I don't know why, but the grenades are like filled with hot air. Have you noticed that? You shoot them and they just go forever, like slowly.
I actually haven't.
It's really amusing though, and it's super effective to like lay traps, because I don't know how that didn't lunge. I swung with the red and it just kind of decided no.
Again, something you said that reminded me of something else. Something else. You said super effective, and I'm sure you know what that reminded me of.
I haven't played Pokemon in a while. I really need to get back into that. Lately, that guy just spawned right in front of me and didn't move. Lately, when it comes to Pokemon, I've done a lot with the Ruby and Sapphire remakes, just Ruby specifically. Captured a lot of legendaries, went through the pain in the ass of capturing those 3 stupid tiny ones to get, I think it's either Zekrom or Reshiram. I'm pretty sure it's Reshiram. You know, I've done a lot of that stuff, but I haven't played it in a while because I'm playing through Soul Silver again, just so I can get the other starters that I don't have, because you can get all 3 of the first 3 generation starters, if you didn't know.
Did you shoot that grenade in the air?
I did.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, you've always been able to do that in Halo. That's something I've always really respected Halo about, is that they've always added like those tiny features, like being able to ricochet rockets off like your hammer. When you slam the hammer, it'll send the rockets in other directions.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's like all these really, really tiny things are super cool. Or in Halo 3 when they started adding in bullet travel, so it wasn't just hit scan like it was in Halo 2. So once they did that, there has to be an actual bullet going through the air, so they added in like all these details on the back of the bullet. I don't remember what it says, but it says something specific on the back of the bullet.
I didn't know that either.
Yeah, there's a bunch of tiny cool stuff that I've always respected Bungie for. Granted, that Bungie is not the same Bungie we have now. I never understand why people are like diehard Bungie fans, because...
Destiny.
Well, the thing is, everyone that worked on Destiny, I highly doubt any of them worked on Halo. Like, it's not the same studio anymore. People have left, they've moved somewhere else. It's just not the same. So people don't really understand how much studios change over the course of, well, even just 5 years. Anyway, there's been some Halo 4. Hope you guys have enjoyed it, and we'll see you later.